question for you today. Would you consider yourself a silver lining person? What I mean by that is that there's this saying of look for the silver lining. And I really think that in any challenge that we face, that there can be something good that comes out of every challenge. And I'm going to give a personal example I really don't talk about very often. But about 5 years ago, I actually got divorced, and it was very challenging for me to go through, both personally. It affected basically every area of my life, professionally, socially, how I view myself, my faith, how people viewed me. And it was really challenging for me personally in a lot of ways. And there were quite a few moments where I kind of asked myself, why is this happening to me? Why is this challenge happening to me? What's the purpose of all this? What's the meaning behind this? And is this pain and this challenge that I'm facing, is it ever going to stop? Now, the reason I'm saying this is maybe that you are facing some sort of big challenge in your life. You're facing an obstacle with your business. Maybe COVID has really destroyed the way that you do business, or maybe there's some challenges in your relationships or in your relationships with family members or your children. But what I want to encourage you today is to really look at the obstacle and whatever it is as something to really grow through. That in the middle of a really big challenge, that there's always a gift, there's always a blessing. And what I mean by this is there's things that out of going through something very difficult, like a divorce that I got that, in life, I'm going to face challenges. And yet, if I choose to have this attitude of looking for what good can possibly happen out of this, you may be surprised, just as I was, that you can actually gain a lot out of it. So for example, I really learned that going through a challenge like this is you can really have more joy in your life by choosing to be grateful. One of my favorite authors, I quote her like I quote the Bible, Brené Brown, she talks about this idea that when you are grateful, it actually brings more joy in your life. And she did a big study, and she basically showed that almost every single person that said that they were joyful had this practice of gratitude, not just an attitude, but actually a practice. So whether it's a gratitude list or it's some way of just being mindful. Every morning I take some time and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And if you do that, you're going to experience more gratitude. I also learned to really value time with people. I really learned to value and not judge people for what they've been through, because I think in the past I would judge people that went through challenges, whether it was a divorce or it was other sorts of things. So anyway, in the middle of this, whatever you're facing right now, I want to challenge you to really look for the silver lining. And again, just instead of just looking at something as this is something that's coming up against you and it's a problem, look at it and say, okay, now where can I grow from this? What are the things that I can gain from this? Because the people that can gain from any sort of challenge are really those that are going to move on and do awesome, phenomenal things in your life. So I hope this helped you. I hope it encouraged you. I wish all the best for you and any sort of challenges that you face, that you will find the silver linings.